Welcome to my Essence Drain Contagion build guide for Lich. This is an extremely strong, cheap, fun, and easy to play build, which revolves around two skills, which are Essence Drain and Contagion. Now, your basic bread and butter skill rotation is going to be putting down Contagion to infect enemies while using Essence Drain to kill them and spread the contagion. We've got a lot of extra tools as well to take down more tanky packs and especially bosses, which are as follows. The Spear, which is a big circle which basically lowers enemies' chaos resistance. Taking more damage from all your attacks. We've got Dark Effigy, which put down these little totems, which are going to fire projectiles at any enemy affected by chaos damage over time, which is all our kit. We have got Withering Presence, which is the little purple circle around me, and we have, which is a aura generated by spirit, which weakens enemies, and we have Temporal Chains, which is a slowing debuff attached to another aura, which is Blasphemy, which is also that purple circle around me. Finally, we have Unearth, which this doesn't do any damage really by itself, but if we use it on a corpse, it's going to create some minions, which will be able to serve as a distraction in large packs. For our, I've got a couple of other defensive skills, which are Covalescence, which is a 30-second cooldown ability, which basically will immediately start recharging your energy shield if it's damaged or broken. So say my energy shield empties out, normally you have to wait for a certain amount of time without taking damage for the energy shield to start recharging. Instead, I can just hit Covalescence, the energy shield will immediately start recharging and do so at an increased rate, and will also not be interrupted by damage. So it's basically like a free energy shield refill once every 30 seconds if you get in trouble. I also have Blink set up onto a second weapon set with a staff of the staff which has Sigil of Power on it, so I can use that at the start of a boss, and that'll enable Blink. You do need an extra roll, 30 spirit in total, above the 100 you get from the campaign to run Blasphemy, Withering Presence, and Covalescence. If you can't get it, turn off Withering Presence. That's fine. You don't need to worry about the extra spirit cost for Blink, because that's only set on the second weapon set, which has its own spirit setup. So, gems are just the bog standard kind of damage This is something I'm always changing around and playing about with just to. But I guess these ones are a bit unusual on Earth since it doesn't really do any damage, and I'm using these for sheer distraction. I've just got maim and discombobulates to make them be as much of a pain in the ass as possible to daze and sort of cripple enemies. Gear. This is kind of your main. Like, if there is that one mandatory unique for this build, I suppose it's this one. Although you can do it without it. Um, the 10% of damage taken bypasses energy shield is the thing that's really important here. Um, because in our Lich Ascendancy, we're taking this node here, Soulless Form. 10% of damage taken bypasses energy shield, and this one, your life cannot change while you have energy shield. So this is 10%, and this 10%, so 20%. There's also another node in the passive tree. Where's it? Heavy buffer. Another 5% damage taken bypasses energy shield. So that's 25% of all damage we take goes through our energy shield to our life. Well, because of our ascendancy in this node, in specific, your life cannot change while you have energy shields. Basically, it's like a flat 25% damage reduction. That's we just don't take it at all, which was what makes this class so tanky. And this node here, Necromantic Conduits, while you're not at low mana, you have Unholy Might. And Unholy Might gives you 30% of all your damage as extra chaos. And that, when combined with all our multipliers for chaos, we want chaos damage and spell damage on everything we can. We have +4 to spell levels, chaos damage, spell damage. Plus to spell levels, spell damage. Chaos damage. Chaos damage. And upon the amulets, plus level of all spell levels. Everything else, you just want to make sure you get your resistances capped and then as much energy shield as possible. This unique, if you're lucky enough to find it, the Wave Shaper, will solve your spirit needs and your energy shield needs, and also give you a good bump to armor, which is something the sorcerer normally struggles with. A quick tip on finding a wand. The wand is the most um, important part of your build when it comes to damage. And finding a wand with the things that are most important on it are the +4 to chaos spell levels and the chaos spell damage. Finding one with high rolls on both of those can be expensive. So let me give you a tip here. Pick up as many of these white attuned wands, acrid wands, siphoning wands, and withering wands as you can. Now, the reason you want these ones, not the bone ones and the volatile ones, they can't get +4 to chaos spell skills. But with these, what you can do is there are only 2 chaos spell modifiers available for wands, and those are plus level to all chaos spell skills and chaos damage, which are the 2 exact things that you want. So what you need to get, either farm it yourself or go through the currency exchange, is a bunch of these Essence of Ruin and Greater Essence of Ruin. And the crafting method is you hit them with the Essence of Ruin. It's either going to be Chaos damage or Chaos spell skills. If it's not a high roll of Chaos damage, or if it's like a +2 the Chaos spell skills, you're going to junk it. But if it is a high level, or it's the right number, you're going to then use an augmentation on it, and then you're going to use the Greater Essence of Ruin, which will give you the other one. So at the end of the process, you're going to have a rare with 3 lines on it, and one will be plus to Chaos spell skills, and one will be to Chaos damage. The other one would be random. And then, assuming you're happy with that result, you slam on a couple of exalts. You're looking for things like a good roll of maximum mana, a good roll of mana regeneration would be nice. Crit if you want it. Yeah. So, to close off, let's go do a quick example of what this build looks like in action. So it's just a regular level 15 map. I've only got a couple of level 16s to spare, so I'm not going to use them unless it's a really good... unless I've already juiced up the stuff around it. But you see how quickly it's extremely effective. Hit Covalescence. See, my energy shield just bam, straight back up. And that's pretty much it. Fun build. Would recommend.